I have something very special planned for today, and if you looked at the title and thumbnail, you can probably guess that it is going to be the biggest project that I have worked on in this series so far. Now, I don't actually know if that is true, because the nether tunnel system we built up a couple episodes ago comes very close, but at the very least, it is one of the largest projects I've worked on in this series so far. But now you're probably wondering, what is this project going to be? Well, last time I did say I wanted to work on a big project dealing with this ravine, and so today we are going to be taking on that big project, and that big project is going to be a massive storage complex inside of this ravine. So that is right, this ravine here is going to be turned into our new storage room. So yeah, this new storage room is going to be way bigger than our old storage room, and it is going to be so nice having so much space to store items. Oh, I cannot wait for this new storage room to be finished. I honestly wish it was done already. But if it was already done, then we wouldn't have an episode for today. So the design that I decided to go with for this new massive storage room is called the Recategorizer by Mizuma Games. I will leave a link down in the description for the original walkthrough video that they made for this storage system. I think it is a great storage system. It works very, very well, and it is able to automatically sort the items into various categories that you can set yourself, which I am very excited about. Now, unfortunately, I did have to make a few tweaks to the original design that Mizuma Games had. One, I obviously had to make it fit inside of this massive ravine, but also I was running into a few weird, quirky issues with it that I had to kind of figure out myself. But I did eventually figure out all of that stuff, and I should have a much more consistent working design of it. But I of course need to dig out a large portion of this ravine in order to fit this new storage room. So I am going to get that done really quick, and then we can start working on building up this massive storage complex. We are now ready to start building up the actual storage of this storage room. That is a very important part of this. So as you can see, I did get everything cleared out here that we should need, and I did also make a few adjustments to this bubble elevator. So now it comes out here, whereas before it would come out on the other side of that, and you would end up there. And we do have a large area cleared out here on either side of the ravine, and as you can see, we pretty much need all of this space here. But before we get into the actual building up of this storage room, I just want to talk to you guys about a few things. So I really want to try and start pushing my content a little bit further and reaching a larger audience, and in order to do that, I need your guys' help. I cannot do that by myself. So the best way that you guys can help me out with that is just by watching these videos all the way through without skipping around, and then also leaving a like on the videos and subscribing with notifications turned on and commenting and sharing the videos with other people. All of that stuff really helps me out, and those are the absolute best ways that you can help me reach a larger audience. But for those of you who want to support me further, I do have a Patreon available linked down in the description, and for that I do have some world download perks for a couple of the tiers. So if you would like to explore the world downloads for this Survival with Fragger series, or the short series that I've also been doing on this channel, then make sure to head over to my Patreon linked down in the description. And I also am going to start making some merch, so if you are interested in that, hopefully the merch store should be launched by the time this video comes out, so make sure to go down into the description as well and see if I have a link available for that already. If not, then make sure to keep your eyes peeled for a link to the merch store. But now it's time to get back into the episode and actually start building up this storage room, which thank goodness for Lightmatica, because this would take forever to do without it. All of the block placing is now finished, and now we just have the fun part left, which is really not going to be that fun. We have to fill a bunch of droppers and hoppers with snowballs and other various items in order for this storage system to actually work. So, yeah, this next part's not going to be very fun. So I will go show you how I am going to be suffering for the next couple of hours, because this part is going to take forever and I'm not really looking forward to it. So if we just come into... That was not supposed to happen. So if we just come into here, I can show you exactly what I need to do. These are all renamed snowballs, and this is important that they are renamed. Just in case we want to send any snowballs through the system, it prevents any sort of issues with filtering and stuff like that. And then we've got more renamed snowballs. And then in here we have glass panes that have been renamed to filter. And then we also have some iron, because we need this iron too. So my life for the next couple of hours is going to be filling all of these droppers with these renamed snowballs. And then in here we need 2 of these renamed snowballs, and then the rest are going to be shears. And then we need to come up here really quick and then set the filter in this chest with these glass panes, just like that. And then put 1 snowball there, and then put this one back down here. And then we need to do that for all of these droppers right here. And that's not it. Then we have to put a bunch of snowballs in all of these droppers right here, and we need to put 1 snowball into this hopper here. Thankfully, these ones don't need to be renamed, which is super nice. That is going to save me a lot of time trading with villagers and finding other various ways to get XP for renaming items. But that is still not going to be it. We still need to set up the banner system for the hopper minecart, which is going to rest right there. And that is going to be rather complicated and take forever. So I am definitely not going to be doing this stuff on camera, because it's going to take a very long time and be very boring. But I'll show you really quick how this sorting system works. So as you saw here, I did set these filter items in here. And so let's say, for example, I want iron to get filtered into this category right here. Well, then I can take one of these iron ingots and swap out that glass pane. And now only iron ingots will go into this category right here. So then to make this a true iron category, I can just swap out this glass pane with that iron block. And now only iron ingots and iron blocks will be sent into this category right here. So that is basically how this system worked, and I'm not going to have this as iron, so I'm going to take these out of here. But I'll also set all of these filters too for all of the items I want sorted. I'm not exactly sure what all categories I'm going to have. I do have a basic idea of which ones I'm going to have, but I don't have them finalized yet. So I'm going to get this done as fast as I can, and then we can do a test run of this storage system on camera. So that will be the first time I actually use this in this survival world. At this point, I'm just talking to procrastinate this because I'm not looking forward to it. So I'm just going to stop talking and get this done. This storage room is all done now, and that feels really good to say. I mean, we do still have to do a bunch of decorating up of this place, but the storage of this storage room is done, and it is really nice to actually have this done. So all we have left to do is actually test this out. And in order to do that, we are just going to throw a bunch of items in here in no particular order. And yes, this system can take shulker boxes. So the route that these items will take is they are going to first go through this sorting system here, which is just a bulk storage system. And the shulker boxes will actually end up there to get unloaded. And once they're empty, they'll get broken and placed into this chest. But from there, they will then go through a dropper elevator, which will take them up to that storage system there. And as you can see, that light is on, which indicates that that section is being run right now. And if an item is not able to be sorted in that section of chests, it will then run across the ravine in that water stream right there over to that section of chests. And then it will get sorted out there. And if it still is not able to get sorted in that section of chests, it will end up in this section of chests, which will then sort the items based off of whether or not they are stackable or non-stackable items. But I should probably actually run up there and see if everything is working fine. From the fact that these two lights are on, it seems like everything is working as it should. So our hopper minecart here should be moving along. Yes, it is. It looks like coarse dirt is going to be the next one that it picks up. What is in there? Okay. Which coarse dirt will actually end up over here, and we'll see if this one is working properly too. And it appears so. It is doing dirt right now, and it will start doing dirt again, which is this chest here. And I'll show you guys what happens when the hopper minecart will run past here. You can see it picked up that piece of dirt, and then it'll run over the row of hoppers up top, and it'll place it back in. And that is how it selects which column of chests here it is going to unlock and allow the dirt to flow into. So this column of chests should be unlocked here, and the dirt should be flowing into here, which it is. As we can see, there's a bunch of dirt in there. I do not have a system for kelp, so that should actually end up down here into the stackable item section. Okay, that he said it was glitching there a bit. And the kelp is now ending up down here because it doesn't have anywhere else to sort into. But we also have an axe in here, which is a non-stackable item. So as you can see, it is sorting out the stackable and non-stackable items like it is supposed to. I do want to show you guys the changes I made to the original design that Mazuma Games had. So originally he had curved rails here instead of a bunch of powered rails, which is faster. And I just didn't feel like dealing with the curved rails, so I just replaced them with powered rails, which, I mean, you can do that if you want to, if you don't feel like dealing with the curved rails. It is a lot easier to do it this way, but it is a little bit slower. But I was still having some momentum issues, specifically with the one over there, because it wouldn't land on this powered rail like it was supposed to. It's supposed to land on there like that, and then once it's done sending items through, it gets pushed off. But it was landing between the hopper and the chest here, which is not good. So I had to come up with some ways to help reduce the momentum that it had going into this, which the solution I came up with is I put a curved rail here, which I believe does slow down the minecart a little bit. And then I also put the powered rail right there, which is honestly the most important part of reducing the momentum, is this powered rail right here. It slows it down enough to where it gets locked onto that powered rail over there, but it doesn't slow it down too much to where it stops on that one. So it is quite a simple solution, and it works reasonably well. So this guy's gonna take a while, and as you can see, it's sorting through this one now, which is for the spruce stuff, as you can see by the filter here. Also, you probably shouldn't ask me any questions about this storage system because I don't know exactly how it works. I just know the general idea of how it works. I am not the one that designed it. You should probably go ask Mazuma Games, who is the one that designed it. But yeah, this storage system is done now, and I am so happy about that. But unfortunately, that is going to be it for this one, as I am completely out of time for this episode, and I really need to get it out to you guys. I am very happy with how this storage room has turned out so far, and next time I will probably end up doing some decorating up to this place, because there's still a lot of cool stuff I want to do with this ravine still. Of course, if you did enjoy this episode, then please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. It really helps me out a lot. If you have any suggestions for future videos, then please make sure to leave those down in the comment section. And don't forget to share this video with anybody who you think would be interested. And also make sure to check out my Patreon and my merch store linked down in the description. But anyway, that is going to be it for this one, so I'll see you guys next time.